destiny.
There's a stream of destiny.
Of justice. Of freedom. Of wings. I'm not even playing gun yet.
Yet.
Yep, that's what I said. Yet. Someday I'll play the Gundam. There will be Chainsaw Gundam. A Gundam with a chainsaw. I mean, there was one, but it was more like a dinky chainsaw. I want the memories broken, the truth goes unspoken. I've even forgotten my legs. My staff gave me a bag of candy from Pride Parade a few weeks ago. Like, no, she gave me basically what she had left over. It's a bad idea. Why, you may ask? Because I've been numbing oil day yesterday and today.
Deltarune is actually just aggressive marketing for Metal Gear Delta. They're both about how your choice. Both have a lot of things about how your choices affect gameplay.
Hi, Red, or whoever joined.
It is me, whoever joined.
Okay, it was Red. I'm just like, I don't expect I kind of expect you to be on sooner than air, so that's why I'm gonna be wrong.
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
So, I think this is the first state of play that's actually been good throughout the entire fucking state of play.
I always struggle a bit with the state of plays because it feels like my interests in terms of the kinds of games that I like don't overlap as much with what generally tends to be shown in the state of play.
I mean, fair. You should try Digimon. You should try the new Digimon game coming out.
But, I mean, hey, there was stuff in there that I was at least interested in, so... That's something. I mean, there just have been some state of plays in the past where it's just been like, man, there was like nothing in there that I cared about.
I'll try to at least have one thing I care about in these directs or something. This one just had a lot more than I was not expecting. Like 007. Okay, I thought that
I mean, we knew it existed.
But... Yeah, but that was announced from Nintendo, right? I think so.
What game?
I mean, it's IO Interactive, so it's not like they're...
I mean, fair.
It's not like it's a first or second party Nintendo studio making it. So
007, the 007 got a the 007 game
first light fight.
First light.
Okay.
It's basically
the one I posted the one I posted the thing for. Yeah.
It was light. Yeah. Kingdom Hearts is light.
James Bond pops up and shoots the fucking nobody with a gun. Wait, how did that affect us? You see, a gun is the key to killing anyone. Bang, bang.
Classic Bond one-liner. I'll be right back.
Oh my god.
I mean, I love the idea of the reason why he's a 00 agent is because the fact that they need, like, he's already a fucking untrained gun. We got a gun that doesn't have a target. Point that target at something, and the general direction of that something, and it will go away.
That reminds me of clips I've seen about Warhammer, Titans. When a Titan is aiming at you, aiming at the guy next to you, you won't have enough time to run because he's going to be bleeding that entire direction.
Yeah.
And so you just have one go like, "Hey, do you see that direction? Yes, I don't want to. Understood."
But basically, I love that it's a prequel to kind of not necessarily a prequel, but also, Red, did you like the fact that it looked like it actually had a like?
I literally just got back, so perfect timing.
Never mind.
Red, did you like the fact that the like it looked like it had some classic Bond elements like the gadgets and stuff?
It definitely seems to be like the vibe that I got from it was like I was kind of like Hitman, but like with all of the Bond trappings.
Yeah, I mean that's what I kind of wanted.
I mean, I'm sure there will be plenty of action set pieces, but I do appreciate that they're having him act more like a spy, too. Because as much as I like some of the previous James Bond games, and my experience is mostly limited to like a bit of N64 GoldenEye and then the Wii one, those are mostly just action games.
Yeah.
Like you go around and talk to people a bit, but it's like, yeah, they're just kind of standard shooters for the most part.
I mean,
I guess they sort of have stealth elements, but like they're pretty light.
I mean the remake is pretty good with stealth. Like it has a pretty good stealth system, but it's not the best stealth system. Like,
yeah, I mean there is one, but it's I wouldn't call it robust. It's mostly just, hey, if enemies haven't seen you yet, you can do stealth kills.
Or just shoot them in the fucking head. with the
And like really, the only thing that happens is if you get seen,
everyone in the fucking
everyone goes to combat mode, and that's pretty much it.
and then like you can't go back into hiding mode. Because everyone knows where the fuck you are. I
mean, I think it's one of those systems where it's just like you have to take out every enemy in that area.
Well, also it spawns a few extra enemies.
Yep. Honestly, that's one thing that does kind of irk me about certain games in stealth, where it's like you either have to be perfect or you're just getting the full encounter anyways.
I mean,
like if I took some enemies out with stealth, like maybe don't spawn all the enemies.
So basically, what you're saying is you'd want a stealth system that is more consistent, like doesn't spawn like 20 fucking enemies.
Yeah, well, because it just makes it feel like an all or nothing thing, where it's like, well, I could try to go for stealth, but if I like mess up one thing, then all that effort's out the window. So I may as well just not try.
Yeah. The stealth games that I really play, like that are focused on stuff like, I mean, Metal Gear summons people, but like usually you can, it's like one or two extra guys, and like you can go back into stealth mode by just hiding in a fucking corner usually, or a vent.
Well, that does make a difference because then there's an actual
Stealth.
an actual out.
Yeah.
In terms of like, oh, dang it, I messed up. You know, whereas in some games it's just like, well, I guess I just fight now.
It's a shooting game. Like other games, it's a shooting game with stealth mechanics. Is what you're saying.
Are you talking about First Light or?
No. Like I'm trying to think of some of the games you played. Like GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. Yeah, I would describe them as like action games with stealth mechanics and not like a stealth game.
I mean, you can go a pretty good portion of the 007 of the GoldenEye game with stealth, but it's like if you get caught, it's just like there's no way to get uncaught. So like, hey,
yeah.
But it looks like First Light's gonna be more like it's gonna be a stealth game with some action pieces, like the Hitman games could be.
Yeah, I'm anticipating that it's gonna be more dependent on the context in terms of like, okay, what's the objective right now? Are we trying to be stealthy or not? You know, and I imagine there will be like some set pieces, like you mentioned, that aren't going to be stealthy.
I mean that there are.
You know, it's James Bond. You know,
yeah.
Shit's gonna hit the fan at some point.
I mean, there is the possibility where you could probably build a whole game without there being action set pieces, except for probably a car chase. Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there are certain things that I would expect from a James Bond game, like based on the movie, where it's like there's really no way to do that without the adversary being aware of your presence.
I mean, I hope there. Part of me wish there's a way where you can just go the whole game without making too much of a fuss. Like, or like the adversary knows you're there but doesn't actually necessarily know where your position is, and you could choose to go full action or probably take them out, but like they know you're in the air. Like, you know what I mean?
I can certainly envision that being possible. I guess it's just a matter of what do the developers want to do, like with the level design and the mechanics.
Yeah.
I mean, because for what we've seen, like, you know, there's still plenty that we haven't seen. Like, we don't really know how any of this works yet.
True. Again, and I will always suggest try some of the other James Bond games. Like, they are really good, especially the ones with their own story, I think. Like, the ones I have is, like, there's the EA original story trilogy, which is, Agent Under Fire, Nightfire, and the third-person shooter game, Everything or Nothing, Eon. It feels weird that Eon Productions doesn't own James Bond anymore. Like, or at least, I think Amazon fully owns James Bond now. But we should probably not just be talking about James Bond. Hey guys, should have seen your 925, here's Seagullius.
Hello.
And Error. I mean, Red. Sorry.
It's like, wait a minute, Error didn't show up.
That'd be funny if he just popped in, like, right when I said that. Error said he'll be here shortly. And Red X Parasite. ahead. I mean, he did.
He's here.
I already spoke.
I mean,
what
fair.
more do you want from me?
I want Taco Tuesday to be every day. I mean, you could do that. You could have tacos every day. That wouldn't be...
Waka Wednesday.
You could just have tacos every day, Shadow. Like, why does that have to be on Tuesday? Where's my remote? Shadow? Fuck's the remote? No, there's the remote. And to go with the fact that I was gonna do a Pokemon, but I'm like, I don't want to just have a Pokemon stream just be Sony. Talk about Sony. So I decided to do the sensible thing and play a game related to what was announced. 007 Nightfire. Or
So we're not, we're not talking about James Bond, but we're gonna play James Bond. Or I guess not talk about James Bond too much.
yeah.
Quietly, do it with intensity.
Again, I'm happy that it looks like gadgets are coming back. Like, I think I saw the watch. Like, wasn't there like the old watches, like the signature?
There were definitely watches in the trailer.
Like the gadget watches, right? It looked like in the.
I believe so. The only thing that I could tell that I think happened was the flamethrower on the motorcycle activated because of it.
I mean, true.
New objective. But believe it or not, there were other things that talked about during the state of play. No, it was just an hour devoted to only the James Bond games.
Yeah. Only my hours devoted to James Bond games. But there was that not Tetris Effect game.
There's what?
That not Tetris Effect game.
Oh, Luminous.
Luminous. That looks fine. Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know much about that style of puzzle game. I've never played it before, but the fact that they're giving it the Tetris Effect treatment is enough to have me at least somewhat interested.
Behind us, James. Look out, James. They're up ahead.
I should probably just pull up
pull up the
everything
video.
announced at the state of play.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's right there on the front page. I get the feeling this is not in order.
If you pull up the video on YouTube, you can look at the annotations.
On the left. Behind us, James.
Okay, I'm trying to remember. See, okay, there we go. It's I know the name is weird, but I couldn't remember exactly what it was, and I didn't want to get it wrong. So the new Suda 51 game, Romeo is a Dead Man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I know people, you know, really like the No More Heroes series, and like I know they made a lot of Pop Chainsaw too.
You made a lot of
Hang
games.
on tight. We're in for a bumpy ride.
I don't know if I would say any of his games have really been like
Your cup
my
of,
style.
your cup of tea.
Gameplay wise, I'm sure I would probably enjoy them fine, but
Sorry, we forgot to make a reservation.
just like from an aesthetic and
Phew.
personality sense.
It's not over yet. Back into the woods.
I mean, that is a thing. Like, I don't know if it
Like,
necessarily.
I'm sure it, you know, it won't be bad or anything, but I just don't know if I'm really that interested. And then after that was Silent Hill, which
James, in front of us.
nope, not for me.
Go left.
I'm not much into Silent Hill either, so that was not for me. But like, there was. After that, it was Bloodstained.
Okay, so I'm gonna be real. Like at the beginning of the state of play, I was kind of like half paying attention because I was
Yeah.
playing something. So like I kind of
Where exactly
saw
is
the
here?
trailer out of the corner of my eye on the first viewing, and I didn't really clock it as being Bloodstained, and then I missed the part where they put the title up on screen. So
I knew it was either Bloodstained or Castlevania when I saw the gameplay style. I'm like, okay, this is either Bloodstained or Castlevania. And it looks Bloodstained, and then I heard the de toi. Like, that's Bloodstained.
well, I will say on repeat viewing, it's like, oh yeah, this is Bloodstained. Very very reminiscent of Stylings of Ritual of the Night.
That was the first game that really like the
007, the local authorities
the
are
Capcom
not
game that was in
Use
between
your
the Suda
non-lethal
51
weapons
and
as a deterrent. Smoke screen
uh, it was fine. I just guess. Oh fuck!
You have done that yourself.
And then after Bloodstained, I think it's Digimon.
Yeah, I think it was Digimon next.
I am excited for that. I need to get you guys into that, into the stories. At least
It's not the problem. Shadow is time.
I know,
Time is absolutely the problem. Like,
You have
if
to
I
realize.
can like get through my backlog and just be at a point where I don't have one, that'll be a miracle.
I mean, that is fair.
Like, yeah, that is my whole problem. Is I just don't have the fucking time. I'm even still doing work right now.
I mean, that is fair. That's not everyone has a mirror of it.
Yeah, like as much as I would love to like get into more series and, you know, play more things, I just can't.
Unless you do the Shadow Clone and Jutsu.
I mean, hyperbolic time chamber would work wonders.
Yeah, but you
Although I have to
age-
make sure that I don't like age within the chamber, or else it would really not help that much. Although I don't know. Do you not age in it? I'm not.
You
really.
age. You age.
You do age. All right. Well, I guess that
Well, first you get the Dragon Balls and wish yourself to have immortality.
Nah.
Then you start the same age forever.
No, I'd say eternal life without the like you can be killed, but like
Well,
No, you use eternal life and immortality, which then you get the ability to ascend beyond this mortal plane later. You got multiple wishes, you know, if you're smart about it and you don't let other people know you're using it.
I mean fair. But yeah, Hyperbone.
Nice of you to join us, 007.
so it wouldn't really help because I mean, it would sort of help in the sense that like I could actually just
Focus on
take the time to put into games instead of having to worry about life stuff.
But then your life, but then it's
But then I'm still aging, so like, you know.
that's why I said Shadow Clones. Technically, once the Shadow Clones are dispelled, you gain everything, and although the first couple times you use the Shadow Clones like that, it does kind of make you exhausted because you brain.
Like you just have to be an Uzumaki so that you have your limitless energy.
I mean, one Shadow, like an extra me would help shit a lot. Would help, like just one extra me would just be like.
Yeah, but then you get accused of doing inappropriate things with yourself, especially since Naruto at one point made some of Shadow Jutsu's clones, and it was women. Like that part kind of was a
transformation jutsu. It's a transformation jutsu, and that's kind of Naruto thing because like that's a thing with the thing with the nine-tailed fox. It was a shape-shifting being. Like they can anyway. That's all the
Bond,
thing.
MI6 has been contacted by Alexander Mayhew, Raphael Drake's chief evasion operations.
I need to shut up.
Mayhew fears that Drake intends to kill him, holding him responsible for their little setback in Austria. In exchange for our protection, Mayhew will deliver evidence exposing Drake's master plan, codenamed Nightfire, a scheme that Mayhew insists threatens global security.
Neo, wasn't it?
The name's Bond. James Bond.
After that, looks like it was.
Mayhew-san is expecting you.
Mayhew has one demand.
Tactics.
To be brought in by
right.
James Bond himself.
Yeah.
I forgot exactly when
Your
that was.
informant awaits you at his Japanese
I mean, I
estate.
could pull up the
Good
Then-
luck, 007.
It went to I don't know what the hell that game is. Baby Steps.
Oh, it's I don't know who it's by, but it's like one of those. I don't even know what to call that genre. Post games,
Troll games.
troll games. There we go. Yeah, that's it.
Everybody's golf hot shots.
Yeah, getting over it or
Thief.
Oh,
VR.
rage games.
what have you. Rage games. Yep.
Thief.
I mean,
VR.
I feel like troll and rage games kind of capture the same sentiment.
Yeah. I don't really care for them. Plus, it just like the humor didn't look like it.
Humor is just not my kind of humor.
Yeah.
And I also don't really care for like the gameplay of rage gameplay.
Ninja Gaiden Rage Bound.
Yeah, that's something that we already knew about, but still looks good. I am excited.
Thief VR Legacy of Shadow. I don't know. I hope it's better than. I hope it's better than the last Thief game.
Well, it has to by default. The last
Going
Thief game
anywhere
wasn't
till you
even
check the hallway.
The easiest way to beat the fourth was to run to the next segment. Anyway, after it was Metal Gear Solid, Delta, and Neo.
Okay, one slight little like anecdote about Metal Gear Solid. Like I saw it, And the thing that I saw was like the Ape Escape tie-in. I was just like, okay, this is definitely Metal Gear, but like, what is that doing there?
Metal Gear Solid.
That was in 3.
That was in the original.
That wasn't 3.
Yeah, but you had it played on the PS2.
So the PS2.
Okay, you're talking to someone with very minimal knowledge of Metal Gear series, so
okay,
I did not know that.
Kojima was a big fan of the Ape Escape series, and like at the time, because like he liked the fact that they were trying something different with the PlayStation's stuff, and like also it's a sneaking game, so like
What you're looking for
like
is locked in
they
my bedroom
were
safe.
like
This is the key.
like
Just
you can
feed
use
it to the
Snake
dragon.
if I can use the eggs,
dragon.
and like
Right.
they did, and Ape Escape
Keep your head down.
3 has
I'll
a
be back for you.
Metal Gear.
Also, could you wipe the
minigame.
hard drive on my computer? I
And
don't want to leave
Metal
a data trail for
And
Drake
I
to
want Ape
follow.
Escape 3 just because
And please protect my servants.
play the Metal
They're
Gear.
like
And also,
family
Ape
to me.
Escape's good. But yeah, that Metal Gear Delta is looking like Metal Gear, like what I remember Metal Gear 3 looking like. It's looking like the same game, but like an updated engine.
Essentially what you want a remake to be.
Yeah. The same game, but like, it's like but also like it looked like at the end they're also doing something more with like something like, it looked like they were gonna be doing like and more, and like I wonder if they're gonna be announcing the. How dare you shoot me? So I'm thinking of Snake. Okay, well, do I have
Did you just throw a grenade?
a flashbang?
Pay you.
Oh, okay.
If I live
Flashback.
through
It was
this, I'll
like-
need a large sake and one hell of a
And where there
massage.
were hostages.
It's a flashbang. The only thing she's getting is a new eye exam and that makes the boss so much fucking easier. Yes, Double Zen game is the boss. And I'm not gonna say they're the best bosses, but what was next? After actually, I should probably look at the fucking list. I have the list.
After Metal Gear Solid and Neo was Thief. Looks like Sea of Thieves, The Tides of Tomorrow,
Right.
the Astrobot Controller.
And also 5 more levels, fuck my life.
Fuck your current fucking let's play. You got a bonus video, babe.
Oh no, free content! How
Oh
could
no,
they?
free content. I know, it's horrible.
See Remnants.
See, Remnants is kind of like a. See, Remnants looks cool, an interesting idea as a person who likes pirates, but like I don't know what it's all about yet, and it's hard to tell with the gameplay trailer.
Swords of the Sea, FBC, that Firebreak, aka Control, and it looks like some classic games. Deus Ex, Twisted Metal 3 and 4, RE2 and 3, Mist and Riven. Coming to digital downloads. Better than fucking Nintendo's doing. Then it's James Bond versus Light.
Drip feed again.
Well, it's James Bond, but we kind of just like.
Oh, okay. So this is like at the end anyways. I don't know if there's anything else we didn't mention, but...
Marvel token fighting.
Yep.
Marvel token.
Arc Sith Marvel fighting game.
Like,
It's a tag.
It's a
Well,
4v4.
It's sort of a tag game. Like, it definitely plays like one. You have like a team of 4 and you can tap them for assists and switch characters. But what's interesting is during the section afterwards where they were talking about it, seemed to indicate that you don't have to change your lead if you don't want to. So, like, at least to me, it would seem that like maybe you just have a shared health pool between your entire team, and you know characters don't go down like they do in most existing tag fighters.
I'm gonna be honest, I tuned out that the last game, like the Marvel game.
It was kind of a long segment because they ran a trailer and then they did developer interviews afterwards.
I'm like, ooh, is this a mech game? And then I'm like, I saw Captain America's shield. I'm like, what?
Captain.
Nope, it's definitely not. Although they did take some mech inspiration in designing Iron Man's armor.
That is
Yeah, I mean, I know it's Arxis. It's very Arxis thing to do.
That reminds me, you know what really hurt when I saw someone say it, Brett? I was in the server I'm in. Someone went, they got the Fighter Z developer to do the Marvel. It's like, what? That's not even.
It's accurate.
It is accurate.
Yes,
but
Arxis made Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Like, oh god, what are they gonna be like? Going to Clover Studios and saying, "Oh, hey, look, it's the guys that I don't even know what Clover made recently. I just had that open a while ago.
Nothing, because they haven't existed for.
No. What's the studio that Clover was? They came Tango Gameworks. So that would be like saying, "Oh, Tango Gameworks, the Ghostwire Tokyo dev." It's like that's like the thing they're least well known for. Evil Within.
I mean, like
Hi-Fi fucking Rush.
Here's the thing, though. In terms of like fighting games that Arxis has made, there's really only one that's been a tag fighter that wasn't Dragon Ball FighterZ, and that's Blaze Blue Cross Battle. So like, I don't think it's that absurd to say like, oh yeah, you know, the guys that made Dragon Ball FighterZ, because that was the last.
That was the last. I know. I just find it weird.
Tag fighter that they made.
I don't. The reason I find it weird is because the person who owns that VTuber server is a huge fan of Max Dude, and I'm pretty certain the person who said that was a fan of fighting games too. So it's just like so random to just.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you know like fighting game developers, you should know this. Like, oh yeah, you know, Arxis, you know, their main series are Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear, but I'm not gonna fault someone if they like don't follow the series. It's like, oh wait a minute, those guys made Dragon Ball FighterZ. Like, if that's the only one that they've played, that's the only one that they've played. I mean, the the Marvel token game is in sort of a similar situation where it's probably going to reach beyond the normal FGC audience that would, you know, get something like a Blaze Blue or a Guilty Gear. You're gonna get, you know, Marvel fans like you did, you know, Dragon Ball fans that are like, oh hey, you know, this is like, you know, a fighting game featuring characters in my favorite series, you know.
Until Jason Wong gets his hands on it. Justin Wong, yeah, sorry.
Yo, Justin, I don't think Justin really played Dragon Ball Fighter.
No, but he played the Marvel versus Capcom.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, oh yeah, he's a well-known Marvel player, that's for sure. Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah. Well, no, the reason I say that is because no, it was a Street Fighter collection. Excuse me. He bought 3 copies of the Street Fighter collection and got the top 5 ranks on all 3 of them in 3
I mean, I'm not really surprised by that either.
And you know the fun
people dropped the game because it happened where they just got matched to Wong and just fucking obliterated.
You know, the thing is, like, I think he stopped like a few weeks later because people were starting to counter him. Like
No. He stopped almost immediately once he got to the top rank because he was pissing people off by destroying them.
No,
Like,
I remember him posting like something like eventually people started getting like people.
Well, he started fighting actual people. Yeah.
Look, I'm actual people, and I'm not. I don't think I'm winning against Justin fucking Wong. Justin Wong.
Given what he has done, I don't think any of us could stand a chance of even coming close to hurting his pride by taking out a single character in a tag game.
All that.
Even Red, I think, who actually plays fighting games and knows what the hell he's doing, probably would not stand much of a chance. No offense.
So,
none taken.
Red, where would I shoot to destroy the hard drive in this laptop computer thing? Like, as it just looks
the
like
screen, obviously.
Yeah, not the screen.
Because there's this thing.
Well, it's a laptop. So
It's
also,
a laptop.
it
with a
also
server.
is this a router?
Well, the disk drive on the left might be a good idea.
what is the mission objective? Is it
Destroy the wipe this whole.
I think you could just shoot the computer in general, and if the purpose is making it inoperable, then just yes.
Wipe the objective is to wipe the hard drive.
Bring it into the bathroom.
Or alternatively, could you fulfill the mission by making it inoperable? In which case, just destroying it will do.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Tinkle, 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 tinkle,
What you're
tinkle.
looking for?
That's not what I meant, but I guess that could work.
I mean, if you get a dog to pee on it, do you think that anyone wouldn't want to go anywhere near it in the first place?
I have no retort.
Neither do I. Sorry, having dogs around, you think about stuff like that a lot.
Your dog build.
No. Yeah, our dog, one of our dogs, Cody, he pees on things to mark his territory.
Unfortunately, not unique.
I know, yeah. But it doesn't help is that they're Malamute, so they're big fucking dogs.
At least they don't, you know, bark a lot like huskies. Or whine. I mean, huskies do that too, though, right?
Oh, Oh, I know. We had one too.
So, as a person who liked, there's really only 2 Arc System Works games he's played, was Fighter Z and Guilty Gear Double X, because it was on the Xbox somehow. I don't know how. And it looks fine. I'm just not a big. I'm not as big as into fighting games as I once was. If you get my drift. Like,
fighting games are something that I wish I could play more of, but again, time.
well, mine's more just the fact that I get my ass kicked in fighting games a lot. Like, I'm not. I don't have the time to just sit there and just play against the AI. Like, okay, I do have the time to play, but like, to me, fighting games are like things I enjoy. I enjoyed when I had like just my group of friends and not just Bob
It's Bob from accounting.
Bob fighting game.
It's like Bob from halfway across the world. Before you guys even ask, yes, I am using USB loader. Yes, I have some games in USB. That's just because I want to save my actual disc for some of these games. Like, by the way, switching games. I'm done with the James Bond game, which is pissing me off. U-G-O dual transfer. I've been trying to get 100% completion on this, and I'm going to block out the thing, because I want to block out this for a second, because it has my name, which I don't mind, my first name, but it also has my sister. But the selection screen also has my sister and my brother's name, and I don't want. I should probably bleep their names, but like, anyway, so what do you guys think of, like, there's a lot of games coming out this year, and like,
Yeah, it does that thing that it always does to some degree, where it's like you start the year off, it's like, man, there's not a lot of stuff like, you know, coming out this year yet, you know, and then suddenly you get to, you know, March or June especially, where it's like a lot of things get announced, and yeah, inevitably some of them will be this year. It's like, oh man, the end of the year is like packed. When did that happen?
Yesterday.
Like it was always going to happen. This happens every time. So at least, like, for my part, I think I, like, up to this point in the year, and I could double check this to confirm. I think I've only played 2 games that came out this year. This year so far. And one of them is a remake, so technically it's only really like one new game.
I've only completed like a couple of new games this year, I think. I'm not even I mean, technically I've beaten a game I haven't beaten before. But
Well, I'm talking specifically about games that released this year that I have also played. Because obviously I've cleared games for the first time, but they didn't come out this year, so I was just saying that to illustrate the point of like I haven't played a lot of games from this year yet.
I mean, my issue is like every game I've gotten that was technically from this year, except for the Gundam game, and that was a re-release.
The only video game I got from this year is "Oh God, my back hurts. Please, oh God, please, someone help."
I mean,
That one
someone to
didn't
make that into an actual video game now. And it's probably going to be one of those rage games.
Oh God, no.
I mean, that's what it sounds like, right?
If someone takes that idea, do not credit me.
Like nothing to do with this.
Credit the seagull.
Credit the seagull as not a seagull.
But just remember,
So it's just dawning on me that like you're literally doing the same bit that Morgana does in Persona 5.
Except I'm the opposite, because I'm not a seagull.
Well, I mean, Morgana insists that he's not a cat.
Yes, but he is actually a cat. He accepts.
You're actually a seagull.
You just haven't realized it yet. Look, sorry, I'll advance the social link a bit more. Sorry, confidant.
I heard that hiss. It's like, Yo, I'm afraid I'm killing this man this turn. I mean this robot.
Did you put a gun against his head? Pulled your trigger, now he's dead?
Mama! Ooh, ooh, ooh. I didn't
Oh
mean
no. Don't add ooh to that song, it doesn't need it.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. It sounds like a ooh.
Oh, whoa.
Oh, ooh, ooh.
What's this?
I didn't mean to make you cry. If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on, carry on.
Save a memory.
So I'm pretty sure I have 8,000. I have over 8,000 in damage on my field.
It's over 8,000!
Actually, hold on. 18, 33, 59.
Any other thoughts on the state of play, or are we exhausted that?
Final Fantasy Tactics looks good, and the way they worded it made it sound like a collection, so I'm hoping they include the advanced games. I doubt they will.
When you say advanced, you just mean like the Tactics advanced games?
Yeah. Yeah, all three of the Tactics games. If they did, I have all three, I'd be happy. I've already replayed both of them, but...
Yeah, Final Fantasy is one of those series that if I had more time to get into, I probably would, but there are just so many games. And
the good news
they're not really short.
The good news is that they are a lot shorter, the first 6 now. Because the pixel remasters exist.
Well, and also, weren't the first 6 just kind of a bit shorter anyways? At least as far as like RPGs go.
Error, hello.
Hey.
We just got done talking about the state of play, but like if you want to talk, if you want to...
I don't know how much in the state of play Error would really care about.
Maybe,
to be perfectly honest.
I don't know that answer to that either because I don't know anything about what was announced in it. Too distracted by Deltarune today.
Leads me to believe that you have not seen it, which does not shock me.
Yeah.
Here, I'll link you an article. And you can just like tell us if you recognize or care about anything mentioned in it.
Actually, I do need to ask you a question. So have you already beaten the entirety of Deltarune?
No, I haven't even started Chapter 3 because I want to get, like, a reasonably close to completed Chapter 1 and 2 file to do that in, and I haven't had a chance to finish that.
See, I actually, I did that, so I forget, like, Chapter 1, I think he originally released, like, just standalone, right? Like, it wasn't...
Yep, it was called Survey Program, and it was on Halloween in, I believe, 2017, maybe 18?
Yeah, so when Chapter 2 came out, and, you know, like, was available on Steam as the demo, I just kind of went through and redid, like, both Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 to make a save file with, like, everything done that I wanted on it, so I had something ready to go for Chapter 3.
Yeah.
So I have started it, but I haven't gotten super far yet.
Yeah, I've also pretty much accepted that this file will not be the file where I complete the secret bosses.
Yeah, I think I've already locked myself out of doing that for Chapter 3, which is fun. So, I mean, I was planning on, like, doing a second playthrough anyways, because I figured there's stuff that I was going to miss.
Oh, yeah. I do at least one playthrough for any of the Toby Fox games, like, fully blind.
Yep. That's basically how I do it, too. It's just like, all right, the first playthrough just to, like, experience the story, and then the second one to get all the stuff that I missed.
Yeah. There's so much shit that you could just completely accidentally miss. Like, how the fuck are you supposed to find out by yourself about the original Star Walker?
I can't remember what you're talking about now.
It literally, there's a character that's just like an MS Paint looking drawing of a star guy, and in the room in Chapter 1 where there's like a bird attacking you, if you go through it left to right the first time, then go back through it from right to left, ring the bell at the end of it, and then go back to the right, there's a character that complains that it's something like, these birds are pissing me off. I'm the original, and there's a bunch of space, Star Walker. And he just, like, shows up places and complains after that.
Yeah, I missed that. Can't imagine why.
Like, how the fuck are you supposed to know about that? So,
That's the neat
I
part.
just assume that I'm gonna miss shit like that.
I just don't play the. I'm not even playing it.
So I'm guessing, is that something? Well, I'm not sure if you would know this. That's something that carries over between chapters, then.
Yeah, he at least shows up in chapter 2.
Okay, so probably
Like,
safe to assume that.
In the room that you can have Birdley following you, if you talk to Starwalker, he also shows up and follows you for that room.
Starwalker, I can't believe you.
Yeah, I know that there are things that I'm just not going to end up doing in Deltarune because, like you mentioned,
are you aware of the egg rooms?
You can take my silence as a no.
Yeah. There's random transitions where if you go back and forth, eventually you just randomly get teleported to a room where a guy that you can't see gives you an egg.
It's Wesker, isn't it?
Who knows?
That's my headcanon until we get an answer.
Like you walk up to an area behind the tree and you like click or you press the button to talk and it's like, well, there's a man here. Like, what the fuck does that mean? I want answers, Toby.
You think Toby gives answers? He gives more questions. By the end of this, there's going to be more questions than answers. Like, and I'm not talking about chapter 4,
Yeah.
I'm talking about chapter 7. Like, when the whole thing's done, there's going to be more questions than there were answers. And more questions. And even more questions that were answered that weren't. Anyway, I'm excited for 007 and James Bond and I think another. And Bloodstain. Oh, right, there's another Bloodstain.
Yeah, Bloodstained is alive. I'm trying to think. It was Curse of the Moon 2 was the last one that came out, right? And I don't even remember when that was.
That was like a few years ago. But basically, Curse of the Moon 2's thing was just the fact that. Did I see it?
It has the best boy.
Okay, the Digimon Story Time Stranger
Yeah.
collector's edition looks really cool. It has Jupitermon Wrath Mode 15 centimeters tall figure, about 6 inches.
How 6 inches. I don't know, that's pretty.
Comes with the pre-order bonus, which includes Agumon and Gabumon Black, the digital ultimate content, early unlock for a special Albumon and I think this is Agumon and Gabumon. Yeah, Agumon and Gabumon, which has the versions. Costume Cyber Sleuth set, 12 costumes, 3 per character and 3 side missions. Patamon onesie, hoodie, that's adorable.
How much is
and then 3 DLC packs. Public safety suit special. You get a shit ton of costumes.
How much is the collector's edition? Like, Go, how much is it?
I don't know.
One thing I will say.
Oh. The weird looking guy I posted in CoCom text is the original Star Walker. And like that's just his sprite.
Okay, you know what it reminds me of? 1 second.
$200.
I don't have that much money, so I'm just gonna get the highest digital version. I can't afford to. I just bought a Switch 2. I can't afford to drop
I know.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
I also posted it in CoCom text.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm glad that like Deltarune is coming out like today. Deltarune today.
Yeah.
Because like
I love.
obviously the Switch isn't coming out until tomorrow, and I don't know when exactly I'm gonna get mine. So it's like it's nice to have something to actually play until then.
I mean, here's the thing. Like I'm gonna be honest. I'm not excited. I don't know how excited I am for Deltarune because of like in general. I don't know. I'm a little lost in that area. Like it's just like.
I'm like way too deep into the theory crafting in Deltarune.
Oh yeah, if you enjoy theory crafting, do I have the series for you? Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's also a big part of why I'm into Kingdom Hearts. Like, I was on the Deltarune page, and it was like, if you like this game, you might like, and it was like 2 of the Kingdom Hearts collections, and I'm like, yeah, that checks out.
It knows.
Yeah.
I like theory crafting,
Deltarune and like
get,
Undertale are both very.
I think the internet spouting the same five fucking theories about shit, like during the height of things, has really just got me angry about theory crafting shit. Like
you know what gets me angry about theory crafting shit? When game theorists cover something that I actually know about.
And they're wrong.
I mean that's implied.
Oh, yeah.
I mean I don't want to say that they're always wrong. Like obviously not, but
Yeah, you know, like that time they said that Sans Undertale is all actually Ness.
And then
I mean that one was always a reach, and I think they were well aware of that.
I question if they did.
I prefer the theory that Sans Undertale is actually Sans Deltarune.
I mean, if you think about it, like if he can, you know, if he's aware of, you know, alternate timelines in Undertale, it's not much of a stretch to say, well, yeah, maybe,
Well, I
maybe
don't
he's aware of
how
different.
exactly this comes up, but there's a way. If you get to Sans workshop in Undertale, in one of the newer versions, I don't think it was in the original release. There's some way you can get a picture to appear, like not a picture you can see, but like the game describes a picture. It says it's of I think 3 people you don't recognize, and it has "Don't Forget" written on it, which is like the theme song of Deltarune.
Don't forget, 3
October.
October.
Heavily implied that the skeletons in Snowden just sort of showed up one day.
Interesting.
Yes,
So there is like actual evidence for it. I have no idea how true it is, and even if that's the intent, I have no idea how confirmed it's ever going to be.
Yes, there is.
But it's interesting to think about.
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
W.D. Gaster.
W.D. Gaster. The dad. Like that, like, I think like, during the height of Undertale, I was cool into theory crafting, but then I think, Matt Pat just fucking ruined my love for theories. Like,
I mean, I don't blame you with the, you know, that particular theory.
like, it wasn't just necessarily that theory, it was just like,
I mean,
no, it wasn't even that theory that fucking ruined theory. Like, it wasn't necessarily just him, but like, there was another fucking channel that, like, it was a lot of the Pokemon in Nintendo theories. Like, oh hey, Link is actually dead. That one pissed me off the most. I know it's weird to, like, I'm like, no, Majora's Mask is, Link is not dead.
Yeah, I think part of the problem that game theory falls into, it's like, okay, I think they just want to talk about like certain ideas and how they relate to like themes of a game, because like you can look at Majora's Mask and make loose connections to stages of grief, and I don't think that's necessarily invalid, but like, does it mean Link's dead? No,
Probably not.
There are other reasons that being grief. Like, your very best friend left you, and I know people get pissy when, like, that wasn't Link's best friend. That was Link's best friend. That's the only friend that knows what Link went through.
Hey, listen. I mean, hey, Epona's right there.
I mean...
Epona can't speak, though, so...
Only after the V1.001 patch of Undertale has been applied, and talking with the Clam Girl and learning of Susie, a card sticking out from the back flap of the binder appears, described as a poorly drawn picture of 3 smiling people with the words "Don't forget" written in lowercase. That's the thing.
Also,
And
the
Clam Girl's one of the weird ones.
Yeah, the Clam Girl event is friggin' weird.
Yeah, it only is there in 10% of all fund values. 80
Yeah.
to 89. If you know Undertale...
I love random percentages of important things happening.
Well, it's not actually random. It increments at certain points in time.
Oh.
And
Okay,
it's
so if you do specific things, you could get it to appear consistently?
Yeah.
semi-consistently. Like, leaving and... I don't know how exactly to force it, but...
Yeah, I don't know how the fun values work.
They're fucking weird. They're...
I know that a couple of the really obscure ones, it has to be the right fun value and a percent chance.
Yeah. So,
Like-
Clam Girl, the reason Clam Girl is the
Easy
one...
Man. I think that's like a 1 in 100 fun value plus a 1 in 10 chance.
Clam Girl only is actually, she appears in Napster Blue's house, and she brings up her neighbor's daughter, Susie, who's never seen in game, but whose name appears in yellow text, similar to other important highlighted text. So she
I wonder
actually-
where a character named Susie might feature prominently.
With a different spelling for some reason.
Yeah, S-U-Z-Y.
Oh.
Instead of...
Okay, that's the kind of thing that, like, Deltarune Susie would do to her own name.
Yeah, from what I remember seeing from Deltarune Susie, yeah, that seems like... Like, here's the thing, like... I really want to play Undertale again. Like... But with my friends, instead of just a let's play that I abandoned halfway through uploading. It was
On
semi...
Nintendo's and Xbox version of Undertale, when the fun value is specifically 81, her dialogue in the epilogue starts out the same, and then she mentions the player never meeting Susie, but soon after she explains that the time the player will meet her is fast approaching as her sprite changes and becomes grayscale. Ending the dialogue makes her just appear at the same town used for the Mystery Man and the second Gaster follower. A new sprite being labeled as Goner suggests a link to Goner Kid. This dialogue is added in the Nintendo Switch version of the game and appeared approximately a month before Deltarune's release. And then talk about S-U-S-I-E Susie, who has never seen an Undertale.
Okay, yeah, that's just Toby Fox trolling.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
Toby Fox. Did you know he made a Touhou game with the Touhou developer? They did a crossover between Undertale and Touhou. Touhou?
Toho.
Touhou.
Toho.
Yeah, it-
All I know
Toho.
is that I've heard
Just-
every possible pronunciation as the correct one, I think, so I just assume that however you're saying it wrong.
It is Toho. Take this from a person with very limited knowledge of Japanese, but enough knowledge of Japanese to know how that should be pronounced.
Yeah.
I feel like the 2010s was like the big time of everyone wanting to do theories, and
Yeah, definitely cooled down a bit.
and the
It's definitely like still out there if you know where to look, but it's not like the most mainstream, like this is the most popular gaming content on YouTube.
Noggin just goes to more it's more discussion about Pokemon and about Pokemon. And for a while was basically doing a little bit inappropriate, like oh, why would these have, why would I forget what it was. Like, it's been a long time since I've done things with the one of the theory crafters I followed was kind of a prick. Like, he was a Pokemon, I forget his name, but like, he did a lot of Pokemon stuff. And like, I don't know, I feel like the Gen 6, Gen 7 theory stuff of Pokemon, like, and a bunch of stuff from that era just kind of turned me off of theory crafting. Like, watching other people's theories, just like, oh hey, let's see how we can make this family-friendly game so fucking cool. Like, oh,
there's definitely a spectrum for quality of theories.
We need, like, you know, two like prototypical examples. Like what are the best theories, and like what's like the worst theory ever?
Can I be honest? I liked
this. Okay, you know what? I think I found our scale. On the good end, we have R plus L equals J, and on the horrible end, we have, you know, Sansa's Nest.
Perfect. What was the first one? What was the first one?
Yeah,
R plus L equals J. It's a Song of Ice and Fire theory that turned out to be true. So basically, like, people picked up on clues that George R. R. Martin was leaving about something, and it was right. So, good theory.
I mean, a good theory should always pay attention to stuff like. I feel like the early, like the Sansa's Nest was just terrible, and also the Link is Dead is terrible. But Game Theory did a few good videos, and like I liked it when he focused on the science. Like, I know this is more like it was a gag video to get the views, but like the science on the Nintendo characters' boobs, like, are they fake or are they real? Like, that was interesting. Like, I know it's not like, I mean, the people here, we have a bisexual, one gay guy, one, and two, and I'm assuming both of you are straight, right? Like, Error and Gull, right? You both are straight, like. Okay, like, but like, neither one of you is like, talking about, like, but like that was actually an interesting watch. Like, I clicked on for boobs. I got an explanation on how to tell if someone's tits are fake. Like.
Oh, I just looked at the fun value in Undertale. It's determined upon reset, which is.
You mean like booting up the game, or like making a new save file? Or I guess starting over a save file.
Deleting a save file and restarting over.
So basically, it's a per playthrough thing, and I guess outside of the ways that it reads the value, is there any way of knowing what your fun value is?
You can edit the fun value in your files.
Right, because
that's pretty most of those. Because it's a PC.
Because Undertale has a bunch of like exposed files
on purpose.
Yeah,
purposely.
I'm pretty sure there's literally just like a plain text file where you can set the fun value. Like that's not the only thing there, but you can just like type a number in, and that's the fun value now.
I love the fact
that makes it a lot easier.
Every single fun value except for 1 and I believe 0, if it's just 1, has a fun value associated, a something associated with it. So like if you have 2 to 39, you get the wrong number song. And then there's calls from Sans, Alpheus, Nightmare Mode, the 3 Gaster followers.
What about your dad?
Unfortunately, he doesn't call. Wait, what if Sans is our dad?
Darn it.
You know that's a theory. I feel
Sans Undertale.
That's just a reference. I was making an Earthbound reference.
Sans Undertale isn't Ness Earthbound. He's Ness Earthbound's father.
Oh, now it all makes sense.
That's why we never see Ness's father, because he's a skeleton. He doesn't want his family to be scared.
Wow, I can't believe you plugged all the holes in that theory in one fell swoop.
There are more holes in that theory than in a sinking ship.
Than a block of Swiss cheese.
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 And crackers.
So, how are people feeling about Mario Kart World? Since that's imminent.
I feel neutral. I'm more excited. I've said this multiple times. I'm more excited to play the Pokemon. The Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah. So from what I've heard, frame rates at 60, and I think upscaled to 4K. So I'm not sure what's going to be doing in terms of like native rendering. There's probably going to be some DLSS involved to get it to 4K, but theoretically it will be 4K.
I don't really care about 4K because my TV goes to 180 to 1080. What?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the console being able to output it, but yeah, I'm in the same position where it's like I'm probably going to be playing at like 1440p max most of the time anyways. So that's just what my monitor is.
I can't even stream it.
Like I could hook it up to my TV if I really wanted to, but I usually have my Switch by my computer anyways, so.
Yeah.
And to be perfectly honest with you, Switch 2 games are going to be offering performance versus quality modes, and I can get like a higher frame rate at 1440p than 4K, for example, then yeah, I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I always pick performance over quality. Alright,
The one thing that I've been kind of hearing floating around from some of the extended previews that people have done is they're saying there's not a lot to do in the open world, and I am not terribly shocked. We've seen the missions. We've seen, I think there are like some form of collectible. I think they're like the coins, like peach coins or something. but
let's go gambling.
What I am interpreting from what I've heard is that that's probably all there is.
Oh wait, it's Galaga.
There probably isn't any more than like what we've seen. And I don't know. I'm like of two minds about it. One, I certainly don't mind there not being bloat if that's what it would have taken to add more content. At the same time, it does kind of make me question, like, okay, why did this need to be open world? Or, like, why are we touting that as such a big feature?
Because everything has to be open world in the modern day. If you don't like modern open worlds, you're a spade. The square, Shadow. It's a square.
Did you say spade?
Yeah.
As in the card suit? Okay,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I heard you right. Like I don't want to like imply that like, oh well, you know, the game shouldn't be open world. Like, if anything, I think what would be cool is just seeing the courses actually exist in the world instead of just being kind of all disconnected. Like, I think there's going to be more detail actually around the courses in terms of like buildings and other stuff, so that they'll feel like they're more naturally a part of the world. So like that could be cool, but it definitely feels like at least the missions, probably you could just put them in a list and it would be more convenient. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of with you. I think seeing it all kind of connected is going to be neat, but I think that's kind of about it.
Yep, where it's like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool, and it's like, so that's it, huh?
Yeah.
And like, I am hoping at the very least that like the quality of the missions is good, because that is something that I have kind of missed in Mario Kart like ever since DS. Like they had the mission mode in DS.
Mm-hmm.
Because like, don't get me wrong, like I enjoy the standard racing, you know.
I'll be right back.
I'm not really that huge into time trials myself. Like, I know it's like a, you know, a single player thing you can do to get more out of Mario Kart, but there's only so much I'm like really willing to kind of grind out a time trial, you know.
Right.
And most Mario Kart games really didn't have much beyond that. Like, you might be lucky if there's like a battle mode, but that's also still like a multiplayer thing. It's the kind of the same thing in the vein of races. So it's like, okay, well, we've got an opportunity here to do something different than what we've done in the past. And like, some of the missions, at least from what I've seen in preview footage, at least look kind of cool, but also I don't know if any of them are going to be like mind-blowing, like, oh wow, you know, I wasn't expecting them to do that.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of how I feel about the game as a whole. Unless like the new like tricking mechanics and stuff are like really transform the gameplay in a way that I'm not expecting, I feel like it's just going to be a like, yeah, this is a fun game, but it's not really like blowing my mind or anything. Also does kind of make me wonder though, it's like I feel like they're kind of setting themselves up for disappointment in terms of the like, we're charging the marquee price for this.
I hate
If you're not getting it in the bundle, it's $80.
I really hate that people turn around and are like, all the companies like, oh, Nintendo did it. Now we can do it.
Well, the thing is, everybody wanted to do it. It was just a matter of who pulled the trigger first, and it ended up being Nintendo. Because like, if you go back to the last generation, Nintendo didn't start the $70 AAA trend.
Mm-hmm.
That was more of a like Sony thing. Nintendo just did it for one game because that was like Nintendo testing the waters essentially. And then we just sort of like skipped to the, oh well, we're in the next generation, so clearly they should cost $10 more, right?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't necessarily mind that if like it also went the other way. I just don't think it's really gonna go in the other way all that often. I feel like for Nintendo at least, games are going like Switch 2 games are going to be $70 or they're going to be $80. They're not going to be like 60 again.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But also another thing that I need to mention about Mario Kart World. Why is Diddy not in the game? What we messed this up once in the previous game, and then took forever to fix it. Are we doing this again, Nintendo? We added like dolphin and cow and the freaking crab enemy that I can't remember the name of. Sidestepper? Like all of those made it, but we can't add, Huh?
Said I was gonna say crab meat, but I'm pretty sure that's a Sonic enemy.
Yeah, that sounds more like Sonic to me. Oh. I don't know. Make it make sense. I just don't get it.
Okay, yeah, the little crab guys from Green Hill Zone in the first game are crab meats.
I wonder what inspired them to come up with that name. It's like, okay, so we're making it a crab enemy. What do we call it? Crab. Wait, that's not original enough. We need to like make it, add a little something. Meat. Isn't it a robot?
Yeah, that is weird.
Sorry, I was gone and my stomach was acting up. The fuck did I come back to?
Us discussing the eclectic nature of Sonic enemy naming.
Yeah.
I mean, fair.
It stemmed from a conversation of me complaining about how they added the, sidestepper crab enemy from Mario, but they haven't confirmed Diddy yet.
I mean, I feel like they kind of confirmed it. Like, Diddy's got a new design. It's not that much different, which I'm happy that's not too different. Unlike Donkey, where they fucking ruined him. Sorry. Still upset about it.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean...
still disappointed in New DK.
I want to like the design, but I have not turned around on it. Like not yet. And
yeah,
I don't know if that's gonna happen. When or if.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, Zetsu.
What's that too?
I told Zetsu about the Digimon Time Strangers Collection Edition.
You fool! He has less control issues than I do. He has more he has less control than I do when it comes to that shit.
Impulse control.
Yeah,
Impulse
he never had impulse control.
I at least have some impulse control. I saw that, I'm like, I want that, but like, there's a price I'm willing to fucking pay, and that's beyond it. I should not have spent all my money on Crimson Crisis. I am getting the digital version of Digimon Legacy, because basically...
I mean, I feel like wouldn't it be a crime against humanity to not get the digital version of a Digimon game?
Well, if the physical version's also the digital version, because it's got the digital.
It does run on ones and zeros, so you're not wrong.
Yeah, but I rather like I don't like pulling stuff out of my disk drive, and like I have like 5 games used for my disk drive.
You know what I like more than not swapping out discs or cartridges? Having storage space on my console.
I mean, yeah, but I have if it weren't for the fact that this would knock out my fucking my upscaler, I would switch to my we'll switch to PS5 after we're done pulling cards. Do you guys like gambling with fake money?
Let's go. I mean, you know how I feel about gambling. Just see the recent Astrobot streams.
Let's go.
Boy, Gamba. Ding 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 ding.
I love gambling where you're guaranteed to get new things every time.
I feel like at that point you're kind of gambling in air quotes.
It is very much gambling in air quotes. It's literally just like determining the order in which you get things.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of like you can get garbage rarely.
Hey, go. It's the worst. It's the worst. It's the worst assault mode.
But I don't know where my brain had a thought.
Some would call me a thought.
If she breathes, she's a thought.
All women are cream. If she breathes, she's a thought. I just love that guy, the guy who did that, looks so much like one of the main characters from GTA 5. It feels like, so it feels more in line with what.
Oh hey, I just had a thought. Now you mentioned GTA. Anyone want to take bets on how much GTA 6 is going to cost?
$1 million, and I'm not buying it. Too much.
I'm not buying it either, but I am just kind of looking on kind of in horror at potential implications that it might set.
Okay, but here's the problem. People will buy GTA 6 for $120. They will not buy Call of Duty for $120.
But the problem is the entire gaming industry is going to need to learn that the hard way.
Yes.
It needs another crash.
You know what? They've proven themselves very incapable of doing that.
Here's the reason I'm not worried about it. They will release a $60 version, an $80 version, or a $60 whatever, and then a collector's edition that will be $100. And then the entire industry will be like, well, that's just the normal. What are you guys doing this to us? Like, because we want to sell fucking shark cards, you morons.
Here's the thing: there are people who buy anything, and they're dumb people.
They legitimately have made more money off of the $20 version of the game than they did off the $60 versions of the game.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's because the game is so old and it's been selling for so long, and people just keep buying it because I don't know.
Online.
It's
literally online, and I mean, people keep on buying Yu-Gi-Oh cards, even though it's becoming more ridiculous and so convoluted. And my brain,
I feel like for a lot of people, GTA 5 is that thing that they've just kind of always had in their life, and it's like, well, can't live without this, can I?
Yes, you can.
Those same people also.
Yes, you can, but
are the same sort of people who do the fucking floss dance on TikTok and made a bunch of money off of that.
Yeah, I think the thing we have to keep in mind is that the audience for GTA extends well beyond hardcore gamers.
No, it goes it goes so far out I can't even tell you how far it goes.
So this is not a Let's Play. Oh, by the way, if you have PlayStation Plus, Bomb Rush Cyberpunk is free on PlayStation Plus, and that's a really good skating platformer. Like, that's kind of what I'd call it. But hold on, let me look at my storage.
It's a shame that like I was just not getting basically any value out of PS Plus, because like I don't play multiplayer games on my PlayStation.
I don't play multiplayer games,
and most of the time I did not care about any of like the games on offer.
Yeah, fair.
So it's just like I'm really like the only thing that I'm like potentially getting out of this is the cloud saves, and while I did use that a bit, it's like I don't really need this. I can just like back up saves to a flash drive and then swap them out that way.
Yeah.
So it's about the same level of effort as downloading the cloud save.
So the console storage is about roughly half of a little bit over half of 1 terabyte.
It's a wait, what? I thought it was like actually closer to a terabyte, but obviously you have to save like a quarter of that or something for the console.
Yeah.
They're like System OS.
So it's roughly a terabyte, but like roughly. And then I got a 4 terabyte, like one of the 4 terabyte things, so I have plenty of fucking space on this console.
I think I only got like a 1 terabyte for mine, but I'm still doing okay, partially because I just haven't bought a lot of PS5 games.
Anyway, Ape Escape. I'm just showing this off now because it's
Escape the Apes.
I love Ape Escape. It's a fun platformer. It's a collectathon, except you're collecting apes. I think Champ would have liked this before he left our world. Anyway, no one really. Champ was fine when he was. I don't want to say medicated, but like when he wasn't being a fucking overly dramatic, I'd say. So this is Ape Escape. L2 is how you look through the thing. You got different things. They all do something with the fucking the second analog stick. Like it depends on your camera, but basically you have technically 360 with your. Okay, I know what this is doing. It's doing 16 directions. You have 16 directions. You have 8 directions. You have the 8 cardinal directions. North, south, east, west, and their middle.
There's a little side tangent going back to Deltarune for a minute. Tweet from Chugga Conrad. Anyone else watching Deltarune recap videos? Because it's been years and I can't remember what even happened now. Learned today, I forgot the cliffhanger ending of part 2, forgot the knight existed, forgot Noelle had a sister, and forgot the prophecy. I didn't forget.
Hey, don't forget.
I didn't.
Yep, don't forget 3 October.
I didn't remember, but I looked up stuff for it, and I remember that the strange ending is very dark.
Yeah, Weird Route is.
Okay. Is that? I can't look up the answer to this yet. I don't know if that continues into chapter 3 or not. And obviously I don't want to look up if it does for spoiler reasons.
So, anyway, back to Ape Escape. This is a platformer. I've been playing this. I've been kind of obsessed with this for the last... Since Red was playing Astro Bot on stream, I'm like, oh, Ape Escape level.
What if real Ape Escape?
What I kind of want to play Ape Escape. Like, so, you gotta put stun baton. And you got a net for catching monkeys.
You're gonna listen to that monkey.
You also got a bunch of other stuff, but you get this cool like flying glider that you can just twirl around and you can fly like a helicopter propeller. You're gonna listen to that monkey. You're not as stupid as you look. So this is a monkey. Or an ape. I don't know which one it is. They're wearing They're wearing pants, so it could be either. I'm gonna be honest.
Does it have a tail?
I can't really tell because it's wearing a fucking diaper.
Well, I'm gonna guess probably not then, because I feel like if they were supposed to have tails, they probably would have just like had it sticking out of the pack.
But they call them monkeys as well, so it's just like...
What? Okay, whatever. It doesn't really matter.
They're part of the... Hold on, actually we can look at the gadget. Monkey radar.
Monkeys. Okay.
But it's Ape Escape.
Pick a lane.
But they don't got tails, but they look like they could have tails, so I don't know.
They definitely look, okay, like based on their build, they look more like monkeys.
Yeah.
Like that's for sure.
I don't think Monkey Escape would be a great name for it.
It doesn't sound as good, so like... I agree with you there.
So you kind of got like a Zelda-like gadget thing, so basically... Get... Nope. Ow, you bitch-ass monkey.
Well, I'm glad they don't do that in Astro Bot.
I don't think they do that in the Snake. It's been a long time. Like, my first, besides, like, actually playing, Ape Escape at one of my aunt's friend's house, I think. I don't remember the whole thing. I just remember Ape Escape. And, they had Bionicles and a Metabot. Metabot, figure. And I really
More Metabots. Don't lose control.
I really want to play Metabots. Not a show here, because again, I like robots. But I never watched the show because again, it was on the same time during as Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh and all that stuff.
I should get going.
You're leaving me?
Yes.
Good night.
I have that pesky thing called work tomorrow.
Enjoy your servitude to a system that does not love you.
Thanks, I guess.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Yeah, if it puts bread on the table. But in any case, I'll see you around.
See you around.
Later.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow, Red. So Air, I kind of like. I figured like this would be kind of your game, kind of. You like collectathons. You like. You like collectathons. You like 3D platformers. You like shit with weird mechanics, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've never played it, but this does seem like something that I would probably enjoy.
So, to use this, I'm spinning the right stick, mind you. Using the right stick. I'm using the right stick to use the gadget. So with this one, I'm spinning the right stick. Also, since you're on PS5, you have a rewind feature. Ow! Bitch! Bitch ass monkey. So, to do the thing, I'm actually pulling back oh, I got all the monkeys in the level. Like, So, here's the thing with this game. During your first go through a level, you just have to get as many monkeys as they say, because you can't get them all usually.
You did it!
But on the second go through, you can get the rest, and then you can unlock time trial mode and try to get all the monkeys as fast as you can. And also, I say this game feels like it's aged better, kind of, because of anime art style.
I mean, that definitely helps.
The first two games are easier to get, because they were on PlayStation. They're on PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 2. At PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 store. But Ape Escape 3 I've been trying to find in some place where I can actually get Hot Springs. So this lady, I forget her name, but this is an AI. She says how many monkeys you have to capture. 6 monkeys at least, and what collectibles there are. There are 9 monkeys, which are collectible and also an enemy.
Let's go!
The plot of the game is the monkeys are trying to take over the world with an evil monkey called Spectre. Evil monkeys is Spectre. The doctor that helps you and creates your gadgets accidentally created a thing that increases your intelligence, and the monkeys got a hold of it, and now they're kind of smart. They're still, some of them are monkeys, but Spectre is very smart. He's like somehow the main villain somehow in each game. I don't like. He is the Dr. Wily, the Dr. Eggman, the Dr. Monkey. And also, all the monkeys have names. And they're usually references, like...
That's kind of fun.
Ah, dang it. I want that there. No. No. Ah. let's go back a few frames and okay. I want this there. Punky has violent mood swings. Oh god. So the stealth, you have to click the R3, which is the right L3, the movement side. Ah, snowman. If I played a 3D platformer that had snowmen, I'd have like that had snowmen. I'd have a lot of fucking snowmen as an enemy. I'd have a lot of fucking things because people just like having snowmen as enemies. I didn't know snowmen were your enemy.
There are a lot of games like that, though. Huh?
Okay, that's just hurting Steam. Sorry, games like, our favorite, like Mario is like, oh, Steam, that means go up, right? Also, like, this game, I'm getting very much Bomberman 64 vibes with the game feel, kind of. Which is another 3D platformer I tried showing you, but like Shadow had a panic attack because like there's just so much to do 100% on that. It is a bear and he has no care because he is a bear. I don't know the bear or what is the bear. I'm standing here holding this bear. I'm kicking this bear's ass. Ass, not any bear. The only bear we can kick is ass. We stand up and fight as we're kicking this bear's ass. We kick this bear's ass. So how's Deltarune?
At least had a chance to play it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm making at least a couple attempts at Devil before I move on to Chapter 2. But I'm not expecting to finish this.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So, our health bar is cookies, and one of the jokes they made is like, if you toss all your cookies, you lose. As in, you know, toss your cookies.
Yeah. It's funny.
It is a bear and he has no care. It is a bear with no care. I don't know the bear. What is the bear? So, Gundam has officially become, Metal Gear, like Kingdom Hearts level of crazy.
Hmm?
The new Gundam series has made Gundam as crazy as Kingdom. Because I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to actually show you the Gundam series. But, like, all I'm saying is as a soon-to-be broken man once said, multiverse is a bitch. And that's all I'm gonna say about what happened, G-Clocks. Gadget. Let's look at what this monkey's name is. His name's Lai. Dessa. He likes wearing long coats. And now we're gonna sneak up on this monkey. Monkey in the middle. If we launch something heavy at it, like a bear. I feel sorry that we had to hit a bear, but like, I'm not completely like I'm an animal rights person, but I'm not like my sister who's like not PETA levels of bad, but like she likes animals a little bit. She if she had her way, she'd be a crazy cat lady. Willingly.
Ow.
Also, the swimming controls of this weird. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Not the side! Not the side! By the way, do you know what the jump control is on this game?
Didn't you say it was like one of the shoulder buttons?
R1 and R2, yeah.
That is interesting.
I mean,
What can I say? Even game devs make mistakes sometimes.
it's not a bad placement for considering the fact that this game's using its button. On the one hand, I feel like you could have used the R's as the thing. Actually, no. I understand the reason why. They want you to use the fucking the stick. So, and so to the second stick. So to make so you're not breaking the like since the right stick is using the same thing as the buttons, they moved the movement great. They moved the like the jump button to the thing. Like I just realized that. Oh god. Oh god damn. I'm not gonna say it's a mistake. It's a choice. And I mean, they know what they wanted to do, so like, I'm not gonna fault them for. Oh god. Okay. Alright, we need the super hoop, which is a hula hoop, which helps us go fast. No, I want the baton there. me your cookies. I got the monkey in the middle. They don't know how to monkey around. So the plot of this game is that monkeys are going through time to try to change history so that monkeys have always ruled the world. So remember, if you hear a ooh, ooh, ah, ah in your, it could be the monkeys trying to take over the world. So what's your guys' opinion on monkeys?
Monkeys? I mean, they're definitely a thing that exists.
Yeah, I don't exactly have strong feelings on monkeys. They're cool.
I have no strong feelings in either direction.
Oh, this is so much easier than using the fucking gadgets. It's a Japanese restaurant. Beth's Hot Spring. And when you get the amount of monkeys that the game wants you, the game automatically boots you out without getting the rest of the fucking collectibles, which is fucking stupid. Because I just saw a coin right there, and I'm like, a Spectre coin, which you need for the minigame.
Great.
Oh. And there's your rival who's being
I've been waiting
brainwashed.
for this for a long time. This is
Brainwashed
just
by
between you
Spectre.
and me. Follow me. Let's go! Hiya! Hiya! Ya! Hiya! Hiya! Ya! Hiya! Ya! Hiya! Ya! Hiya! 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 Hiya!
That was some fucking rubber banding.
That's like one of the worst parts about video games of this era. Is the rubber banding.
Brave of you to assume that that isn't a problem nowadays, too.
Doesn't feel like as much of a thing though.
It definitely is still, though.
Eat monkey poodoo, Jake. Or Spike. Oh, Jake, yeah.
I'll go up against you anytime you want.
Or Spike. Our character's name is Spike. So we got five Spectre coins. Which means we can unlock the second minigame.
Hi-ya!
Which this is not a Let's Play, so I don't really care. I'm kind of just showing this off just like something to do with PlayStation, I guess. Next stream will probably be back to the normal.
Well, I mean, catching monkeys is just completely normal for you. Only in the normal case, it's usually an APOM.
Or a Mankey.
Gotta beat Brock somehow. You chose Charmander as your starter.
I mean, in Heart Gold Soul Silver, you can get a Metal Claw.
True.
I love, like, they're like, okay, how do we make it so that if people just doing them, like for Charmander, like in the remake. Metal Claw, yay! Anyway, thank you all for coming. Next time, we shall have, back to Pokemon, hopefully. And then we can I might actually grind off stream a little bit in Pokemon, just to be like, I'll let you guys know if anything exciting happens.
Does it ever?
I mean, there could be an evolution or two. Anyway, thank you all for coming. Till next time, fare thee well. Bye-bye. See you all later. Arf, 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 arf. Peace.